But one of the issues that just seems to be kind of plaguing my organization right now is this new adaptation to the work from home life. Everyone's, into that, architects, everyone's collaborating typically side by side. And now everyone's like kind of feeling the woes from just being away from each other. So, obviously I know you have 1,000 people. I'm just wondering what you're doing to...
and we're doing a lot. One of the phone calls from leadership was people are burnt out. I'm like, burnt out? Like, we have but as you dig under the hood, people have their kids at home, so that's making them stressful. I am a collaborator by nature. Like, Team Garyvee sits on top of itself right outside my office because I love that shit. I think, I'll tell you, I think one of the things leaders have to do and CEOs have to do during this time, whether you have one employee, whether you have 30 employees, whether you have 1,000 employees, is recognize that it's not a long period of time. Like, I'm not crippled by the notion of Team Gary. I was talking to Andy yesterday, who runs Team Gary. Obviously, you know him. We talked about some stuff recently. I'm kind of weirdly okay if they're not productive for 90 days. Like, I go into, it's on my shoulders. Like, I'm sitting all day yesterday for 12 hours going through costs that don't affect people's salaries and jobs, good things for me, everything to put us in a place where I feel like I work for our employees during this crisis. They don't work for me. And so for you, you have a small company, right? Like, how many people again? 80?
No, 28 now. So.
Perfect. So I would talk to all 20. What I would do if I were you is I'd call all 28 and be like, hey, I know, Pam, that you love sitting next to Cindy and you guys collaborate that way. Try to do it on Zoom if you can't. Don't overly beat yourself up. If it's an 8 out of 10 this time because you're the kind of person that loves to collaborate, that's how you, don't overjudge yourself. Don't worry about, like, my big thing is like crying over spilled tea is a complete fucking waste of time.
Yeah.
Like, the coronavirus is here. We're not sitting together. The end. So some realistic compassion is how I would attack it.
Okay. No, I like that.
It just is what it fucking is.
Yeah, it's we keep calling it the new norm for now. I mean,
that's where people are fucking it up. It's the new temporary norm.
Okay.
And like, some people are hearing the new norm, and they're like this is back to patience. Mm-hmm. This is going to be 0.004% of most people's life this time. Like, this is a fucking blip. This is like a non-productive, you made a bunch of fucking bad decisions 6 months. Like, the amount of 6-month periods I've had in my businesses the last 22 years that suck shit because I made a bad decision 12 months earlier and the concept or the strategy, like, this ain't shit. This is like, make them happy, right? Okay. Make them fucking happy. Be like, yeah, you can't sit next to Pam and shoot the shit and make the work better, but pretty cool to like actually have more downtime than people think because we don't know what you're actually thinking. Like go there.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Kind of related to that, how, two questions in one. Are you looking, if at any, for government indicators for how long this is going to last, or how long do you typically think this is going to, in your gut, how long do you think we have in this environment?
In my gut, in this environment of like actually not being physically together, 4 to 8 weeks. Okay. The this $2 trillion package that got passed last night, like, I'm not sure what the quote unquote ramifications are. Here's what I can tell you. And you know this, I've been talking about this a long time. A lot of entrepreneurs haven't been during a time that they got punched in the face. Here we go. Yeah. And the question is, bro, like, do you get up or do you lay there and get counted out? Like, it's not super complicated. To your point, some of your business is working, but like, look, if people stop building because, construction, all building goes down, that will affect you. And guess what? You'll then convert your virtual software to fucking like something else, like, or you'll cry, fold, and work somewhere. I mean, it's not super complicated. I actually want entrepreneurs to not demonize the step backwards to work. I think this could be the greatest era of fake or over leveraged or first time entrepreneurs that got caught, then say fuck, then strategically get a job for 2 or 3 years where they know there's like, right? If I said to you, bad news, you have to get a job. Entrepreneurship is illegal in America, but it's going to be legal in 3 years, but you have to get a job. You would say, okay, let me get a job that rounds out some of my skills, or let me find a mentor or somebody I look up to or something of that nature that I can learn from. I think that might actually happen to some entrepreneurs. And I'm telling all the entrepreneurs out there, or the not the best versions of the entrepreneur self the first time around, maybe use this moment to take a step back, to go and get a job and work for somebody that you admire. Work for Nancy because you look up to her ability as this and that. Learn for 2 years, swallow that humility pill, and come back in 2022 more prepared than ever. So there's just going to be there's nothing but opportunity, bro. The reason I'm kind of cruising, and I mean cruising through this period right now as a leader, is because I actually don't think it's so horrible. So I think you and I think the biggest thing, Miska, I can help you with is like actually having this conversation with you of like, let's put this thing into perspective.
I need that. Okay,
so let's do that. First and foremost. And this may be, and you follow me, so you know this will be my authentic belief, and it might be different than your belief, but I think it will be good to put things into perspective. Perspective number one. I feel zero anxiety if every child in America completely and utterly got no education from today until September 1st. That is me.
I agree. I don't feel that's important right now.
Okay, good. Let's stay there. Let's actually stay there. Let's actually, I'm very excited. Miska, I'm so excited what's about to happen, because you saying that and me believing you, I'm trying to make my own judgments, has me so excited, because I'm just giving you the preview. We've already won.
Yeah.
Let me explain why. If the reason you can't lead your fellow teachers right now is because you're getting bombarded with constant negativity, whether it's on TV, whether it's on social media, whether it's through your text, right? You're taking on their anxiety that they don't know how to use technology, right?
Yes.
You're a compassionate person, which is why you're probably a leader. And so you're taking on Sally, you love Sally and you feel bad for her because she's sad and her uncle's got the corona and she has no fucking idea how to use, right? So you're taking this all on.
Yes.
But that's because you're looking in the micro, not the macro. Let me explain.
Okay.
If in your mind you said, why are we even teachers? Let's go up a notch. If we are here to educate these incredibly wonderful, youthful kids, and you agree with me that if they get zero structural education from a school system, whether clearly now virtually, for the next 90 days, that this will not be the great catastrophe of our time.
100%. I agree 100%.
So stick with me here now. Mm-hmm. If you actually believe that, when Carol texts you like, I don't fucking understand Zoom, and parents are gonna be mad at it, and then when you call her and say, Carol, actually, I love teachers. Carol, let's call a spade a spade. I mean, if these kids aren't gonna be paying attention anyway, they're gonna have another screen open, and half the parents aren't gonna make them do it anyway. Yeah. And let's be honest, I know it's fucking 5th grade and they're taking the national court, but let's call a fucking spade a spade. Every child in America and the world right now is gonna learn more through the serendipity of going through adversity, who they are. I'm sure a lot of them are going to spend time with family that they would have normally not. Stories, looking through old pictures. They're going to learn about themselves. A lot of them are going to love. Do you know how many kids are going to go back to school in September with a renewed love and appreciation for school because it seemed great on paper, but then they realized the social aspect and the routine? Miska, this is a piece of cake. Miska, your great grandmother went through fucking wars. Wars. The fuck, what are we really crying about 8 days at home? Like, who gives a fuck if fucking Mr. Rippers doesn't know how to use fucking Zoom? You don't have the right perspective right now.
Learning myself up instead of consuming, I don't watch the news because it gives me anxiety anyway. If I need to see something, I follow the WHO, I follow CDC, that's what I follow. And I'm doing what I can to be busy.
One thing that I think you and everybody else who's listening should also take advantage during this time, I would argue that I want you to watch more CNN, more Fox, more Facebook, more Twitter, because it's not about, people think the way to solve things is cutting it out. I think the way to solve things is to calibrate it. There's a fundamental difference between cutting out and calibrating.
Yeah.
If you're gonna run, people are running away from it because it gives it like, fuck the news, fuck Facebook, fuck Twitter. No. Work on yourself to quantify the information.
Okay.
Right? Like one of the, like to me, back to school terms, one of the things that happened to me in school was I learned how to quantify the information that I decided was going to bring me value in my self-esteem and self-awareness that I had even at a very young age, which was a blessing and a gift and great parenting and serendipity. But like, that's why I paid attention to history class, because I thought that patterns and human patterns would be valuable. That's why I can talk to you about your great-grandmother. I am struggling outside of a family that has a death because of Corona, which is the ultimate, because that is war. Outside of that, everybody else I'm struggling with because I'm trying to get them to create perspective around what their great-grandmothers went through.
Yeah, my family came from Hungary, so I get it. My dad came when he was,
Jesus.
12 years old, and they
so you really
had split up. I get it. I'm from an immigrant family. I'm first generation, so I get that.
But I need you to really get it, because your anxiety right now, it doesn't get it. You're full of shit.
No,
you don't
it doesn't.
get it. If you're anxious about fucking Corona for a week in the house, safe as fuck with the fucking internet and with Zoom and fucking all these blessings, you don't fucking get it.
You're right.
You get it on paper. I need you to put it in your fucking soul.
Yeah. I need to. I just need to. I need to, like you said before, to every other person, execute and share and tell stories and deal hope. Yeah.
Your fucking father was a 12-year-old child. We live in America now where parents don't let 12-year-olds go outside by themselves because they're scared of everything. Your fucking father left Hungary and came to America. There's 42-year-olds that don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand do you understand that your great-great-great-great-grandmother and grandfather in heaven right now from Hungary or wherever you're from, looking down at you and making fun of you?
Yeah. Yes.
They're like, this girl.
100%.
They're like doing the whole, immigrant shit. Like, they're like, this fucking guy. Like, we had to fucking take shits outside. We had the Black Plague. We had the fucking Black Plague. These fuckers are worried about,
not getting groceries.
I mean, what a fucking joke. Like, I'm not razzing on you. This is macro talk. I don't have my routine. Guess what? That's life. This is a great opportunity for you to get used to not having a fucking routine. That's what life's about. That's what a pandemic is about. That is what an economic downturn is about. That is what everybody has gone through. We are human beings. Black Plague, World War II, the fucking Holocaust. Like, what are we talking about here?
We're babies. We're wimps.
We have slavery. Fucking slavery. People were having a nice old time, and we fucking went to their country and dragged. Are you fucking kidding me? Fucking, you're a woman. You like sexism. That's been your entire life. There are minorities in this country. The relationships with authorities and misnomers and what are we? Your routine?
You're right.
I know I'm right. Your fucking routine?
Yeah.
People, and this is not just you. I got a DM, Gary, you don't get it. Like, me going to the gym and getting my coffee in the morning. That's the way, I have to start my day. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I literally wrote back to the person. I'm like, your $140 membership to Equinox and your $7 coffee is like how you live as a human? You fucking suck. That's what I wrote. This guy. You're a fucking leader, be a fucking leader. Speak your truth and fucking build real perspective. There's not a single kid I'm actually making a bigger statement. Every kid in America is better off what they're gonna learn right now than what the normal curriculum would have been in their fucking classroom the last 3 fucking months. This is a blessing. Every teacher should rejoice in all the things that kids are gonna learn about. They're gonna learn about themselves.
Yeah.
Instead of the fucking robot fucking curriculum, fucking routine that they were used to, not giving a fuck. Texting when you guys turned around and wrote on the board. I know you have 5-year-olds, but this is for all teachers. take a step back. Good news, they're gonna have the rest of their fucking life in the normal way of school. This 3-month thing's a fucking mitzvah. They're gonna fucking learn something.